Hello friends, and thanks for joining me. This is Barb Ryder, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am sharing a fun little Christmas card using our traditional labels stamp set that's current and stitch stocking dies. Actually, we're not going to use the bundle. The bundle has all kinds of great things for the holiday season. But we're going to use these dies, and so the pictures actually show a lot smaller than what the dies are. So I'm going to pull them out so you can take a look. Oops, I'm stuck onto there. All right, so here we have the stocking. Then you have this beautiful insert that gives you lots of dimension. And then you have these squares that can replace the star after you've cut them out. You've got to do these separate if you wanted to. They can stand alone, or a lot of these can stand alone. This side, these are standalone dies. What I mean by that is you don't need an image to use them. Actually, they're all standalone, to be honest with you. So we're using this star, the tree, with our project today, and let's go ahead and just get these out of the way so we can start our card. We are using the traditional labels. Now this is the stamp set is currently available as I'm recording this in late August of 2026. And we are going to, there were dies that went with the bundle. However, we are just going to use a stamp set, and we're going to use 'Tis the Season. Here's what we have for our project. We have a 8.5 by 5.5 of Peaceful Pine, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to be using some of our little peppermint, real red peppermint twist, and then here I have used the flocking paper, which is the Peaceful Pine. It's currently in the Velvet Meadows suite. So we're going to be using that. Then I have a few pieces here of our Gingham, our little red and white twine. And let's see what the measurements are. This piece of Gingham designer paper is 3 by 4, that's Peaceful Pine. Okay, and then we have some real red, which is going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I have a piece of, 2 pieces actually, of basic white, 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, one for the inside and one for the outside. And then here we have a little strip, it's a 1/2 inch by 3 1/2. That's for our sentiment, and then we're going to do our envelope. Super easy, not much stamping. Let me grab what we need. I've got 'Tis the Season here. Let's just go ahead and get this stamped. I'm going to go ahead and put this down with our real red ink pad. Let's ink that up. Turn it around the right way. So 'Tis the Season. And that's just going to go right in the center there, like that. If I can, there we go. 'Tis the Season. Now, there's no real inside sentiment that with the product that I just shared. So, if you have that, put something on the inside. I usually will write a message or send a letter with my Christmas cards. So I'm not gonna look for one to stamp on the inside today, but that's always a good thing. Okay, that's all the stamping we have. So let's just put everything together. Let's go here, and for this one, let's see here. Adhesive. I'm like, what am I trying to do? So this is our inside. So that's just, and this is going to go landscape. So let's put that like so. Okay. And then let's put our layers together. So this is our first layer, and this will go in the center. And there we are. Next, we're going to go with the real red. And that goes here. Just like that. There's a little. There we go. It's over a little bit. All right, and then we have the designer paper. Now, you can choose to go with a larger print. I'm going to go with the smaller, just to highlight our images that are going to go on the front. All right, so that's going to go right here. Now, I had die cut this piece, and this is how it comes out. Now, you can see that it's not completely cut out, so we need to take the scissors, and it's just barely connected. I'm going to try to bring it up here. It's barely connected right in the corner there, so I'm just going to pop that to get that corner off. Let's go this way and go there to get this one. Whoop, I guess I need to go on by the stem. Get in here. I'm just saving the outside because you can easily use that as put something on the inside, or just use it as an outline. There we go. Okay, then we've got another couple spots to cut trim here, right there, and right in the corners is where it's connected, just like that, at the points, I guess. And here, it's probably the hardest part about the whole card, is getting our little tree out of here. There we go. And so then we have our tree. Then you have this where you could use that on another project. All right, so there's that. And now we're just ready to put everything together. So let's go ahead. The tree will go down flat. Gonna put that little tree kind of right over here. All right, we are going to go ahead and pop up the sentiment, and so let's put a few dimensionals on there, and one in the center. Super easy card, but I think it is very nice looking Christmas card, giving a little touch of your self, right? All right, so 'tis the season's kind of going to go centered there. We have our little peppermints, so let's get those out of here. I've cut the package in half, just using it. It's easier to maneuver, I guess. Let me see, where's my take your pick tool? Here we go. Best tool around for all kinds of things. And let's just add, we've got large, medium, and small, so let's just go with that. So here is the large. I'm just going to slide that off so that the sticky is on the back of the peppermint. Let's go here, and our medium will just kind of go there, and then we'll grab one of these small, tinier ones, and I came up a little high on that, but let's just do that kind of over here. Okay. And last but not least, we have our little bow for the top of our tree. And I'm just going to grab a glue dot here. Actually, I'm going to take my finger and kind of roll this up into a tube. Kind of just roll it on there on my finger. And I'm going to put it on the back in the knot area of the bow. Okay. And that, whoops, pulled that a little, didn't mean to do that. There we go. I'm sticking to the back of it. So let's go ahead and put that right at the top. I think I need to make these loops a little smaller. There we go. All right, and there is our card. I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors. I got ribbon scissors that cut easier. I'm going to trim this just a little bit long. Cut that down. There we go. And there we have a super easy, cute Christmas card. Let's go ahead and use our designer paper and go ahead and spoof up our envelope. It's always fun to have fancy envelope when you're getting your goodies in the mail. Now, I think I am going to use the larger side on the envelope. It coordinates still, but I want to use the larger since I like both sides of the paper. And again, this is the Peaceful Pine. The gingham paper that we have currently is has all the in colors, the 26 to 28 in colors. So you just glue this down on the front, and then you just take your scissors and you're just going to come around and trim around the envelope flap. And then you have this beautiful designer card and envelope. Just like that. Okay. So, oh, I didn't get quite to the edge there. Oh well, it's all right. It's a handmade card, right? All right, so here we are. This is, let me grab this out of the way. And that is our super easy project for the day. And I hope that you will try this and that leave me a comment. If you like the card and you plan to make some all different colors, it would be great to know. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.